Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies, and you can see something that's in a black box or a blue box. Scott does not know what this is, other than, well, you know nothing about this. By the way, I have my Stranan's Cask Thief glass. Boom, more on that later.
And we're going to test it.
We're going to test it! Black box blind style.
Let's test it.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's this, but I'm smelling something that's like wild.
Okay.
I mean, like...
I have a feeling this is going to harken back to something. I'm not sure, but I think I know what it's going to harken back to for you.
Well, it's like cactus / sagebrush, but I'm looking at the color, and it's pretty... Maybe that's not what I'm smelling. The color is lighter, but... what was he saying, though, before? He was rambling and Cask Thief and something.
So
the glasses.
glass. So I was out in Denver. Work sent me out to Denver, and I got lucky. I got to join Wes Jolly.
It happened to be on the weekend
Dawn Taylor,
of the Cask Thief release.
It's beautiful. I thought this is too perfect. I'm going to be driving out there, and I'm going to roll it. I'm going to roll the vehicle. I wouldn't even drive. They were looking at me like I was weird.
That might be what I was smelling, but there's some peat or some smoke on it and some...
Yeah. I'm going to hold back and let you run before I say anything.
There's still some sage, almost cactus type notes. Without the peat, it reminds me of the Epicurean. Cactusy and almost agave tequila-ish.
I would agree with you 100% on the agave. What do they call not the tequila side, but what do they actually mezcal?
Oh yeah.
Definitely reminds me of the mezcal.
Yeah.
See if you get anything else out of it.
A little bit. I mean, maybe it's because I'm thinking. Maybe it's because I'm thinking mezcal, tequila, agave, lime, and salt. That's why it reminds me of the Epicurean. I got that on the was it the Epicurean? Is that the Lowlands one?
Yeah, I get more of a cream finish on the
it's not the Epicurean. What's the one that you
That
really
is a
like?
Lowland. That's a Lowland right there. That's the Lowland. I get a cream finish. But I would say, yes, it reminds me a lot of mezcal, which it is not.
And that's what I was smelling beforehand, where I was like, something smells wild.
I will tell you, it is. Well, I'll let you taste it first.
Right.
It is a whiskey. I will tell you that. Look at this. So I see. I mean, it's actually fainter. The mezcal to me is fainter in that.
That's
it is
stronger ABV. Well, yeah, definite similarities. Yeah, and I get that.
I wanted to sip it. I have not.
I get that sage on the palate. There's some light citrus notes. That's weird. That's a weird palate.
Clearly, you mentioned peat. You get the peat.
Mm-hmm. Smoke.
You
smoke.
got that. Okay, smoke.
Roasted limes or roasted lemons. It's still, even on the palate, I think Southwest. I think cactus. On the nose, when I was smelling it before we started, when I was like, I smell something wild, I was thinking like Arizona whiskey.
Yeah, the nose is extremely unique. I get. I get a little like chemical type smell as well.
Peppery, black pepper, fresh ground. Buttery on the palate. Not necessarily, I mean on the mouth feel. Not necessarily on the palate.
And I get like a barnwood smoke. Almost like an old dusty smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, like dusty, dry smoke.
Yeah. I don't know that I would say peat, but a smoke. It's been smoked with something, some type of. I would say I would lean to more to like a wood smoking rather than a peat smoke.
Yeah, definitely just
It
like old barn.
it feels higher ABV 50s. At first, it actually goes down pretty smooth. At first in the mouth, though, it feels like it's close to 60%.
Now,
Let's add a little drop of water.
what I'm not going to tell you what the flavor did when I added water, but when I added water, this thing goes cloudy like nobody's business. So
Really?
non-chill filtered, even though I don't think it says that. But
Does it
see what it does when I add this
Does it
water.
look like a urine test bottle?
It looks like cloudy, dirty water when I did it. But we're going to see if it does it again. I mean, it went like crazy cloudy when I did it. I was like, geez. I actually was like, did I put water in that? What made it do that? Because I kind of like looked away and then came back. We'll see if it does it again. I was like stunned. I don't see it getting nearly as cloudy. I mean, mine, I had a bigger glass of it, but it just went poof. I don't see it really doing it. That was weird. I thought for sure it was going to just cloud
This
up.
feels more single malt mash or more barley based rather than corn rye mash bill, something like that.
Now, did it change the nose for you? It does for me. It goes from more of a chemical mezcal to... I know.
Boy, it's very.
What you just said is what I get. I get more of a malted barley mash.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the mash that was in the mash tons, almost that beer before it was fermented, which is what threw me.
Nose is, I mean, it's maybe a little bit more pronounced, but it's all the same note still. I don't know that I'm getting any different. Lemon pledge, maybe. A furniture polish, furniture wax.
Have you tasted it yet?
Yes, with the water. Yeah.
Okay. For me, it sweetens it up a little bit
Yeah, I think so.
and tones down the dusty, dry bar. There it goes.
Dusty barn
Look at
door.
that.
Oh yeah.
It just changed. I don't know what
So
the
it
heck.
took another
Yep,
drop, just
look
takes
at,
the right
I mean,
amount
look
of
at
water.
that. It looks like, I don't know if you can see it. It almost looks like dishwater. And that is what it did when I was drinking before. And I was like, what the heck? That is crazy. And that's what I thought it was going to do when I first added it in. So hold yours up real quick. Up here. Yours
I'm
hasn't
not getting
changed
no
yet.
water. Yep, it's just starting to.
Okay.
Finally, it took several drops of water to bring it
It
down
was
to it.
bizarre when I looked, because it was normal, and then I looked and was like, "What the hell?"
Initial impressions, and it's hard to come off of. I just got it stuck in my head. This is from like a southwest region, southern part of the states. It feels single, or maybe not single maltish, but more barley based.
No, you're right on. It's an American single malt,
Yeah.
so you're spot on. Very good taster on that.
Higher ABV.
It is.
Youth, I mean, or age is hard to tell. It's not
Yes.
well aged. It hasn't been aged a long time, and depending on where it's from, what region, this could be a 2-year or a 3-year.
Loveland. There's a distillery. This is called Spring 44. It's got this cool little barley starfish looking thing.
Wow.
Yeah. And you can barely read because of this chrome blue. I love the flag.
Huh.
So I'll let you look at that. And then I'll say, so what I did, I was in Denver, work-related city, less than LEO. And there was a liquor store not too far away. Of course, I went in. Colorado was proud about their distilleries, and there's a bunch popping up. So I'd asked, hey, do you have a couple Colorado distillery things I could look at. And the guy said, whole shelf right over there. And they had some things we'd seen before, some of which are over here that we're going to get to later, that Wes Jolly had given us. But I'd never seen this before. I'd never heard of it before. It was $74.99, a little pricey, but I got to admit, I was kind of taken by the big Colorado flag in Loveland. Been up to Loveland many times when I was a kid. So, Spring 44 Single Malt Whiskey, American Single Malt. And I can't remember, the ABV was 50-something.
Yep, just 50.
Okay. 50, and then I think on the bottle it says how old it is in months, if I remember right. And
no, it says it doesn't. It says it's been in sherry barrels at least 21 days. Sherry casks.
Yeah.
It is heavy peat, so it's not just smoke.
They imported the peat in, right?
Heavy peat malted barley at our distillery in Loveland, Colorado.
I don't know if they imported it in or not. I can't remember.
It's created from a recipe of very heavy peat smoked 2-row malted barley blend of specialty malts, including chocolate, Cararoma, and Crystal. It's then aged in used bourbon barrels, finished on used sherry casks. Do not chill filter. That's obvious.
Yes, it is. That is the first time that I was like, I can see it.
The result is an Isla-style whiskey. I don't know about that. That provides a big, smoky, peaty mouthful of complex flavors.
And I'm with you. I wouldn't call it peaty. For me, it's dusty barn door on fire. So, Chupacabra, maybe.
This is
the
it's unique.
Taste of the mezcal is very close to the nose of the Spring 44. Did you ever I got a little bit of a chemical-y note until I add the first drop of water. Neat, it turned me off. And it was a weird chemical kind of note for me.
Yeah, maybe almost a plasticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubber chemical kind of thing. And the second I put the first drop of water in, it sweetens it up, and it really drops off that chemical for me, and I get more of the barn door on fire. And then when I kept adding water, and I think that's where it finally went cloudy, which was interesting in and of itself, because it really goes like, it almost looks like a lemonade. This is an American single malt. You know, I'm big into American single malts. And what do you got there?
Traveling dummy. South Dakota dude. He lived, South Dakota. Where's he go? Mount Rushmore.
Boom.
And he's got one of our Cask 2 coins right there. Mount Rushmore in the back.
Right next to the heads.
Yep. Very nice. It's a great picture. Blue skies, partly cloudy.
You've been there. I didn't know it had that promenade.
Yeah. Fact is, we were there a few years ago with the kids. We went up through there, and they had built all that, and made it very nice. I was only there as a teenager, of course, years and years ago, when my folks took me and my sister there. But none of that was there.
Really? It was just the mountain?
Yep. Yeah.
Not even a pavilion or anything?
No.
Really? Picnic table.
Yeah.
Picnic
but
table
if you
was
can,
there.
I don't know if it'll...
Now you got a pavilion.
I've got
not too far from Saskatchewan.
Where you can see so there's a stone wall, arches and stuff, entryway that goes in, and they've got, I believe it's all the countries, or all the states, flags lined up going to it.
So that's what that is. Okay.
So,
what's that lady got? She's got a Cubs backpack.
Chicago
Cubs. I was like, what is that? Interesting.
Patreon shoutouts.
Yes. Patreon's made it harder for me to view stuff on my phone. I do not like it.
I do not like it.
I do not like it. I am.
$2 supporter.
Ooh.
DJ Beacon. DJ Beacon!
Woo! Thank you, DJ. By the way, coin 368.
George Keenan is a $5 supporter.
Oh, and yeah.
So we need a picture. George, send us a picture.
That's right.
We'll put it in another episode. You'll get 2 shout-outs. Are you ready for his shout-out?
George Keenan!
Cut on down. You are the next contestant.
I gave him Dang, what was the movie with Al Pacino where he was always going, hoo-ah? What was that? Which one was it? He's a blind attorney. Scent of a Woman.
That's it.
Scent
Very nice.
of a Woman. Hoo-ah!
I don't know if I would have remembered that. I don't know if I've ever watched that.
I can't believe it. Oh, it's good. I had a buddy of mine go, hey, we're watching this. I'm like, what is it, a chick flick or something? He's like, shut up, dude. It's like you when you were telling me to just drink the peat monster. You shut up.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I went too far. He's like, shut up. Watch it. Sorry.
All right. Spring 44.
Hoo-ah! American Single Malt. Scotch It, you Scotch guys.
Let's launch it.
Dummies.